Just like we know, always keeping it real right here at the newsstands. Michael Adekunle still keeping it real with you on bystanders at newsstands. Of course, we have the Vanguard newspaper and the Sun saying something very, very vital on Lekki shooting. Of course, investigations are currently going on the shootings that take place at Lekki Tollgate during the NSAS protest. Quickly to what we have on the front page of Vanguard newspaper: Lekki shootings, how troops moved to Tollgate. On Lekki shootings, how troops moved to Tollgate, says Amnesty International. There are reports here, but we're gonna read these reports to the hearing of the viewers. Let's go. At 6:29 p.m. local time in Lagos, 2 military vehicles were filmed leaving Bonny Camp. Later, footage showed 4 vehicles with flashlights in the convoy, and they appeared to be vehicles used by the Nigerian military and police. On to the next one. Same vehicles head east along Ozumba Mbadiwe Avenue in the direction of the Lekki toll gates. Vehicles arriving at the toll gates at night, that's at night time, soldiers descended on protesters as protesters continued to film and share videos of the shootings. On to the next one. Later in the evening, videos of victims were shared on social media. That is what Amnesty International is saying here, and we've read it to the hearing of our viewers across the globe. On to the next one. Later in the evening, videos of victims were shared on social media. Later in the evening, listen, videos of victims were shared on social media. Inter-society order CSOs loud Amnesty International. Social media used to incite violence during NSAS protests. That's what the National Security Advisor is saying here. On to the next one on the NSAS. Why we are absent at duty posts by policemen. Why we are absent at duty posts by policemen. Court declines to order ex-petroleum minister Dizenis arrest by Interpol. 6 cops dead. Police arms. Exhibit room looted in Oyo. The top of the paper, still on the Vanguard. Northern elders vow to fight for Igbo. Admit Southeast is marginalized. As NSAS, BON, that's Bond, disagrees with NBC on broadcast stations. 9 million naira fine. Bond disagrees with NBC on broadcast stations. 9 million naira fine. Nigeria's unity, won at great cost. Don't jeopardize it. That's what the incumbent president Muhammadu Buhari is saying here. Okay, erring policemen, looters will face the law. That's what the president is still saying. He has been saying it for some days now, and is still saying that erring policemen will face the law. Quickly to the front page of the Daily Sun newspaper. Very interesting one here. Boldly written, fresh protest looms. Fresh protest looms. CNO, CD, HURID, other rights groups vow to hold murder of all protests unless Lekki Tollgate killings and killers are fished out. We have evidence of shooting. AI, we have evidence of shooting. That's what Amnesty International is saying here. On to the next one. Another elders fight for Southeast. Says zone not fairly treated. We have our viewers set to express their views. Of course, you know, it's still bystanders at these stands. Quickly, let's join them for more analysis. I'll be right back. Chigoze, you were behind the camera when I read this to the hearing of the viewers and the people behind the camera.
Yes, across the globe.
Across the globe. Yes. Now, I think more facts are coming out.
unfolding. Of course, we are keeping it real, and it is quite exciting.
Quite exciting. Now, Lekki shootings, our troops moved to Tollgate. That's what Amnesty International is saying. Yeah, of course, there have been diverse stories concerning the incident that took place at Lekki Tollgate. I told you, aftermath the unfortunate event, I was there to cover the report on that scene. Now, we have it here that at 6:29 p.m. local time in Lagos, 2 military vehicles were filmed leaving Bonny Camp. That's to tell you, I told some persons that the military that came to perpetrate that act were in Lagos at that point in time. They were deployed from Lagos state or from their camp to that axis, not from another state to that place. At which some person said is a lie, that the presidency or maybe Buhari deployed the soldiers from Abuja, from northern side to this place. But let's leave that aside. The bone of contention here is more facts are beginning to unravel.
Yes, to unfold, of course.
Yeah. So, what's your take on this?
Yes, without messing words, I may want to start by saying categorically that, of course, the average Nigerian politician could be described as a hoodlum. The governor himself is a hoodlum because he has criminal tendencies. You cannot tell me you keep on denying the realities that are, visual backup, evidence that could not be denied, real-time reporting, and you are still denying. Look at, after 9 days of this incident, they are still, grouping in darkness, trying to hide and cover up this atrocity, heinous crime. 9 days, they have not come up with something substantial. You see, they are setting up unending investigative panel and all that. At the end of the day, they think they can sweep it under the carpet. The whole world has been their touchlight on Nigerian state. This has been a recalling decimal, but at this time, I think the game is up as far as this situation is concerned. Prior to this time, when we are telling you about the state of Nigeria, some people may not believe us. Look at when we told you that, of course, that we do not receive a pin from the government, whether the federal or state government. People thought we are lying or we are trying to get sympathy from the community of nations. But thank God today we have been vindicated. You can see how people are rushing, are trooping in, breaking, the warehouse where those things have been stored. You saw your people, your own citizens, passing through anguish, passing through, being starved to death, and you still make up your hand in your mind and your heart to hold those palliative that was made available by international communities, not even the Nigerian state. The UN, the US, I read over
they
made the donations.
Individuals in the country
made the donations, and the government itself that is saddled with the responsibility of taking care of her own citizens hold it, and most of those communities have expired. You can see most of the governors, is it Ekiti or so, saying that those commodities have been poisoned, that those people that looted it, that took what belongs to it is not a loot. The governors and government officials are the main looters, are the main hoodlums. When you hold what is meant for the people, and most of Nigerians lost their life as a result of starvation, as a result of hunger.
Not even the COVID-19 itself.
Not even the COVID-19 itself. The effect of COVID-19 left us with
hunger night
and psychological torture, and the government itself aggravated the situation. They are looking for private buyers who will buy all those things and then return the fund to themselves, personal pocket. But thank God today it has been exposed to the international communities. The level of atrocity and inhuman treatment meted against Nigerian citizens. That's why we keep on speaking the truth, condemning the government. Of course, thank God for Amnesty International. Amnesty International have been reporting the situational, report on Nigerian, both in insecurity wise and all that. But the Nigerian state keep on denying it. You see? But thank God today, even Amnesty International have been vindicated. So there is no way they can hide this one. Mind you, I maintain that it's a premeditated crime, action. Why must you lightning is part of security. To enhance the security of a region or a particular place, you have to light up the areas. And whosoever that ordered the lights to be turned off is an accomplice to this murder, premeditated murder. Whosoever that ordered the CCTV cameras to be dismantled is an accomplice in this atrocity, heinous crime. So let them keep on postponing the evil day. But I know that the evil day is around the corner. And I bet you Nigeria will be better off after this season. Mind you, this is just a child's play. We are coming for another murder of protest,
like we have
which will crown the whole economy. They're still crying, wow.
You can see it, first protest Looms.
Yes.
CNOCD, HURI, the other rights group vow to hold mother of all protests.
Yes. Why it is necessary is because, look at, they told us that we should keep quiet. We should restrain ourselves and give them time to address those fundamental issues that we listed. How many of them, after how many days, a week plus, none of them have been addressed, and they keep on arresting, going after the protesters under the disguise of they are hoodlums. The government itself is the greatest hoodlum. They are the greatest hush puppy, fraudsters. They are the greatest wickedness in the surface of the earth. I have not seen it anywhere. Even the United Nations, America, Europe, they made volunteers. They donated their money in order to make sure that your own citizens are better fed up. And you yourself hold the money and hold the commodities, and you want your people to die in starvation. What sort of wickedness is it? You have not provided any basic amenity or to cushion the effects of the COVID-19 on the populace of your citizens. And the ones gotten from outside world communities, you still kept them to yourself. It is very unacceptable, and we will continue to speak against these people. They think they are relaxing, but of course it is just an evil time being postponed, but definitely it must come true.
What do you have to say concerning the Lekki shooting?
What I want to say concerning the Lekki shooting is that Nigeria have a mistake. The government of Nigeria have a mistake. The government did never respond for the problem of this nation, because before something happened in the nation, the government should rise up. Even when the youth are started to doing protest, the nation, the government should rise up and begin to warn the police people and the army that nobody should bring up gun to shoot. In the time of protest, the government should do that, because the government is the people that carry international law in their hand. Even the Nigerian law is the government that carry it. When something happened in the nation, that happened in the nation, they should have come out and tell the army, police, that he didn't want anyone to go and shoot those people because they are doing peaceful protest. They should not shoot them. The government should have sent the people that an authority to monitor them, without shooting them. But the government forget the law, international law that have been given to all nations, that they supposed to be care and monitor the nation. Instead of that, the nation will forget all this. The government of Nigeria are not doing well. Even palliative, that they say the palliative have been already scattered. It is because of the cause of the behavior of our nation, the government of our nation. When something happened, the government of Nigeria are not taking responsibility to go quickly and arrest the matter. But they will allow the matter to spray and to come and turn another thing. Nigerians should rise up. The government of Nigeria should come up to change their character, to change their behavior. That is what I can say.
Okay, quickly to have fresh protest looms. The reason this protest has loomed or is about to loom, it's because of the Lekki toll gate killings that has not yet been unraveled. Quite alright, investigations are ongoing, but I want to know your own take on it. You were on ground throughout or during the protests. The Lagos State governor has been denying. The military initially was saying something else, but as of yesterday, the military came out in the open and said they acted on the order of the Lagos State government. What's your take on it?
The answer is not far-fetched. Just like what he said, the Lagos State government, Nigeria said Lagos State government invited them.
It was an invite.
What an invite! Like the Makamai Kadekule permits me to use this word. There is an adage in Yoruba that says, That is, the answer is not far-fetched.
No, who come here? Is it the military or the government?
The military, because the government invited them.
And the coffee was imposed.
And the coffee was being imposed. And then when the coffee was imposed, the people could not leave the protest ground. As at when the coffee was imposed, most of them live very far away. You cannot expect them. And then see, you know how congested Lagos road is. So most of them decided to take a nap there. Why would you in the first place invite the army? Now, ever since the military said that, see, Lagos State invited them, Lagos State government has not come to debunk it. Lagos State government has not refuted the claims. So you can see, it shows Lagos State government to have hand in this. If Lagos State government were being sincere, they would have refuted the claims. Nigerian spokesman yesterday was on channels. What's it called? Yes, what's it called? What is this today? What is this guy? What's the show? Kimbalowo. He said Lagos State government invited them. So Mr. Mike, what? So I don't know what enquiries need to be made again. Now, my question is, who ordered the shooting? The person that might have invited them will be the one that ordered the shooting. They are going for inquiry. Okay, now, Mr. David, go and maintain peace and order in Ikeja. I went there, and the thing, and the story
got out of control, right?
Got out of control, and then also metaphors. Who will be held responsible? You ordered me to go there. So the Lagos State government should be held responsible because they were the one that invited the army. And then the army have come out and told every Nigerians that Lagos State government invited us. Now, on whose order do they go there to shoot? On whose order? So, Mr. Makadekule, there is no need of beating around the bush, setting panel of inquiry, doing that, doing this. It is not glaring to the world that Lagos State government were responsible for killing of innocent Nigerians.
We have some reports here by Amnesty International.
Yeah.
At 6:29 p.m. local time in Lagos, 2 military vehicles were filmed leaving Bonica. That's number one. Were filmed leaving Bonica. Later, footage showed that's 4 vehicles with flashlights in a convoy, and they appeared to be vehicles used by the Nigerian military and police.
Yeah.
That's number 2.
Yeah.
The third one, same vehicles head east along Ozumba Mbadiwe Avenue in the direction of the Lekki toll gate. Number 3. Vehicles arriving at the toll gates. They arrived at the toll gate.
Yes.
At night, that at night time, soldiers descended on protesters as protesters continue to film and share videos of the shootings online.
Facts.
This is not a secret.
No, it's a fact.
It's a fact.
It's a fact. Yeah. It's a fact. Coming from there, they were coming from direction of Dodam Barracks. Yeah, Dodam Barracks. They were not from Etnan. They were not from Maryland. You understand? Military cantonment. They are from Dodam Barrack.
So why is the Lagos State government covering this?
Yeah, someone is covering this. You know, someone is a civilian. Lagos State governor. He just want to clear the whole mess. He want to remove his head from the mess. Because over the, let's say, days, not up to weeks, just days, some days now, people, Lagosians have been talking and cursing and praying against Sanwo-Olu and his family, against Sanwo-Olu and his colleagues in government, against Sanwo-Olu and his political structures, if he has any, in Lagos State. They were the one that sent the military. The deployment of military was ordered by the Chief Security Officer of the states. That's what the military said. He was the one who ordered them to go there because already he imposed coffee. Imposition of coffee, what do you expect? Is it the police? It is the soldier that will take over. If you are not the one, why should you impose coffee in the first place? The whole blame goes to Sanwo-Olu.
The position of coffee is to bring peace to the state.
It's to bring peace to the state.
Shooting at
Not
peaceful
shooting
protesters.
at peaceful protesters. And I thank God for the footage. You know, footage. Let me tell you. Released. Everybody was watching it. Americans were watching. People in Europe were watching. International committees were watching. They were even the one that informed us. Look at what is going on there. Soldiers, we saw.
Even the protesters were sharing the videos.
They were sharing the videos, posting it to everybody. Do you understand? The Lagos State government is to be blamed. Nigerian military, I see them as people that we should blame as well, because they are the one that did this shooting. I'm telling you. So whatever happened, let the blame on them. Yes, they should be the one to be blamed.
Let them be blamed.
Yes.
All right.
Lagos State governor is to be blamed. The deployment of military to the toll gates, Lagos State government should be blamed.
Not the president.
Not the president himself. The chief security officer of the state, Sanwo-Olu, is to be blamed.
It's not a novice.
It's not a novice.
All right, thank you so much, Raphael. Just like what I told Raphael some minutes ago, the deployment of soldiers to Lekki toll gate was done by the incumbent governor of Lagos State. The soldiers have come out to say this. Your take on this?
The way I see it, the way I analyze it, is it the shooting? It was Tinubu that, to me, Tinubu should be responsible for it. Tinubu was the mastermind of the shooting of protesters. Because
Tinubu, right?
Yes, people protested at Alausa, airport, different areas. There was no killing. Why that very particular place where they are making money from? Because of how much they generate from there. They generate a lot of money. They generate
not only Sanwo-Olu.
So not just someone.
Tinubu is behind.
Yeah, Tinubu is behind it because Tinubu is a guy that plays behind the scene. He's the director of everything. So why that very particular place where they generate money that they're shooting? Why is that place there's soldiers there? There's no soldiers in the airport. There were no soldiers in Alausa. But why that very particular place? Because where they generate money from. So Tinubu was like, okay, you guys have made your point, fine. Then he controls the governor.
No, soldiers were in Alausa. That was late in the evening.
But there was no shooting there.
No shooting.
Good.
No shooting.
So it was that particular place.
Even the soldiers embraced the protesters.
There was that particular place because this guy is an influencer. He's one that influences everything. He's one that calls the shot behind the scene. He's the cabal of this place. So why that very particular place?
Does it mean Tinubu is trying to cleanse himself from this
what he does is when things go south, when things go bad, he can easily pull himself out of it. So all this thing is just politics and this thing. So now
that's a trick.
So that's a trick. That's why if you saw the speech of the governor, he was panicking. He was panicking.
Even when he had an interview with CNN.
Yeah, he was panicking. You know that there's no confidence in what he's saying.
He wasn't composed.
Because it wasn't a directive order from him. It was not what he wanted. So those military shooting was military in this country don't have sense. Like they don't know the value of human life. They don't know the value of human rights.
At least they should have used a rubber bullet.
They shouldn't have even used lethal weapon on unarmed civilians. Where people they were fighting the soldiers, they were not fighting the soldiers. So why that particular place where I see it? So the way I see it though, Tinubu was the mastermind, was the architect behind the killing. Where I see it.
Tinubu was the mastermind.
Was the mastermind.
Right.
It is me, Zima Oglim. Was the mastermind because the governor don't even have a strong ground in his own state where he will be the one calling the shot. Someone is just a lapdog. It's a lapdog.
Right, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
They take us as a CONCON member. People where they can deceive after election, they will promise us the next election they will do better. Listen, according to my own experience, I did notice from my experience that I have into politics.
Right.
Politics is a cool word without sharing blood. But politics of today is a politics with sharing blood. What I want to achieve for this, I can never even blame a youth for one day for what they have done. If they never even done what they're supposed to done, they will give your local government chairman the money to do road. You will carry the money put on your own account. At the end of the day, he will turn you to mumu. Tell you except if you follow him as a concord before you will get something from his hand. So in the sense that they don't do it, I thank God for our youth to wake up. Because before they are sleeping. And now, okay, look at it. We do politics after voting. They will go for house and do another election, select by themselves. What is the meaning of voting? The meaning of election is to select a representative. You vote the person that you don't want out. You vote the person that you want in. But Nigerian politics today, neither you like it or not, this is the person that we want. So I thank you. I thank Nigerians for what they have done.
Since last week, the governor of Lagos State have been claiming all sorts of claims, sort of rights, this, that. But at the end of the day, the Nigerian soldiers have come out to speak, saying that they acted on the order of the governor of the state, the person of Sanwo-Olu. Quite all right. Amnesty International condemned the killings at Lekki Toll Gate. International communities, international leaders, world leaders have condemned the killing of protesters. I call them peaceful protesters at Lekki Toll Gate. Now, what can you say about the unfortunate incident?
Okay, thank you very much. About how you started, where you started from, I would say Lagos State is a flashpoint of the whole scenario now, because Lagos State is the hub, the business hub of Nigeria, and Lagos State is the heartbeat of Nigeria, as it is economically. So, and you could see that the major protests that went on throughout the states, all over the states in Nigeria. The vibrant one happened in Lagos. I happen to be in the one in Alausa, that's secretariat there. I was part of them. At least I was there for some days. So I could see the coordination and the organization there. And about the killing in Lekki, quite all right. I don't want to jump gun. I've been saying this before, that people are culpable, some people are culpable. But there's been a panel that has been set up, panel of inquiry that has been set up now. And the sitting is still going on. Let us wait for the outcome of the panel of inquiry, so that we can start pointing accusing finger. I heard some people saying Tinubu, what's it called, Sanwo-Olu, or they invited soldiers. They may invite soldiers. They may invite soldiers just for scaring, but they've not. They cannot order soldiers to shoot people. If they order, as people are saying, if they are the one that order soldiers to shoot, they should know the consequence. They should know the consequence in the war crime court, And thank God the International Amnesty Organization, they've gotten all the evidence. And I think they are just waiting for the panel of inquiry that this Lagos State government set up, or the government set up, so that they can come out with their own evidence to counter any falsehood presentation, any falsehood reports they may be bringing out. So let's wait and see. It's just too early to point accusing finger on anybody that is the one that ordered the shooting, is the one that killed. The protest was going on quite all right. And I see no reason why people should come there and destabilize the crowd with bullets, which is uncalled for. It's even a cake, it's abnormal.
No, Kule, at Ikeja, Alausa, as a state house, we experienced a peaceful relationship between the Nigerian army and the protesters. Now, the question is, why is Lekki so different?
What I could say is, throughout the protests, I was not privileged to be in Lekki.
Why I'm saying this is because I saw when the soldiers landed, and I realized the way the protesters embraced the soldiers, and the soldiers also embraced the protesters. I still saw some of the protesters, getting into the vehicles of these Nigerian soldiers, and they never reacted, they never acted, they never shot at any protester. Now, why is Lekki owned so different from Alausa owned?
No, I could say, you see, when you talk about Alausa, I happen to be in Alausa for several days with them, in which I even have opportunity to address the crowd there. Now, the difference is more like coordination and maturity. The coordinators of Alausa protest, they were more organized. They were more organized. Pardon me to say that they were well organized than the ones at Lekki. Because even they only not just protesting, they were coordinating the protesters. The hoodlums that come around among them, that started not even chasing. The one that were lighting up cigarettes beside the tank, smoking beside the tank, petrol tanker, lorry. They cautioned them. They excused them from, they just excuse from the protest ground. They just excuse people that may turn the protest to violent protest. They excuse them from the protest ground. Anywhere we see anybody coming around that his agenda is not part of the agenda of the protest NSAS, they excuse them and find a way of ushering them, politely out of the protest ground. And I could say that's kudos to the organizers of Alausa protest, because there were even witnessed a scene in which when the road was blocked, that's the 7-Up road was blocked. Some policemen, I think they just came from Maiduguri. They're coming back from training, and they accosted us on the road. And you know, politely, I've never seen friendly police like that. They said there are bad elements. There are a lot of bad elements in police, but the one I saw that they came peacefully to even, plead with us that they are just coming from training now. They've been in Maiduguri for long. Say, in which we, you know, there was a cordial, you know, response from both sides. You know, interaction from both sides. So in which I really, so that's protesting Alausa, I think, turned up to the people there. And the Lekki home, you could see the crowd in Lekki. You could see the crowd.
Mammoth crowd.
And there was no much coordination. Let's take it or leave it. But that doesn't warrant people should come any, you know, we are not in a guerrilla war. We are not in a, it's even a cake all over the world that you're shooting at protester. There's water cannon you can spray on the protester.
Rubber bullets.
Even it has not even led to, that hasn't even led to rubber bullets. Because I don't know, our police, our soldiers, I think they need to be retrained. That's just it. They need to be retrained. Carrying a gun is not all about releasing bullets and killing innocent people, killing people all around. You have to work with intelligence. You have to, abide that intelligence in you to operate as a police of the nation, as a police of the community, as a police of the state.
All right,
so
thank you so
much. It's so saddening, right? It's so saddening.
We really appreciate you for joining us today. Make sure join us on the same platform next time. Michael Adekunle remains my name. Behind the camera I have Femi Davis. Keeping it real on Flip TV. Viewers, you can subscribe to our sister channel Flip TV Plus. You can join me on Facebook, Michael Timitayo Adekunle, Michael Michael Timitayo Adekunle, and on Instagram Adekunle Michael Timitayo. Have a good day.